Turning now to this year's Vivien Thomas Lecturer, acclaimed National Geographic photographer Ami Vitale. This award-winning writer and documentary filmmaker knows the power of art to mobilize youth as agents of change and has founded Vital Impacts to do just that. Let's find out how her work in the creative realm is impacting those in the cardiothoracic industry.
The significance of being the Vivien Thomas Lecturer is so meaningful. I think that all of the stories that I've illustrated were really talking about the same issues, which is progress and innovation comes from a diversity of thought. Creativity comes from a diversity of thought. It's so important to invite people that think differently and come from different backgrounds for progress to be made. This is when our best inventions come from. Across the globe, I think we're seeing in so many careers, women are now getting positions of power. And I've seen this in virtually all the stories I've worked on. And what has been incredible to me is that it changes. For example, in the case of this Ritteti elephant sanctuary, where, in a traditionally very patriarchal society, for the first time ever, they hired indigenous women to work with elephants. And what happened was not just that you've empowered these women, but it was transformative across the whole society. It changed not just how people worked with wildlife, but actually how they worked with each other. And I think that is something that we're seeing over and over when you create a more inclusive community, workplace. It has these ripple effects in such different ways where I think we think about holistically how everybody is doing. The health of every person in the institutions and the communities matters. And I think that care, that sense of humanity is brought back. And I think our world needs that more than ever. Photography in the beginning for me was just about making beautiful images. I mean, who doesn't love that? And then I began to realize that actually images and stories are so powerful, and that it wasn't just about making pretty images, but actually telling powerful stories that remind us of our interconnectedness, that, it's amazing. Photography has this ability to transcend language, religion, culture. If you have a universal message and story embedded within these images, everybody recognizes it immediately. You can touch people in ways that even words can't. And so I've gravitated to this medium, as well as using other mediums, to really try to remind us all of our shared humanity, of the possibilities out there, the wonder of this world, how much wonder there is, but that we also hold the keys to finding the solutions. And I think my work, it's not just about the camera, but it's about finding the stories that show us the best of what we can be.